Rhondda People is a local community website that we've set up for people from the Rhondda to go and to discuss local issues or to read about local issues. We're based in the Parkendale Theatre, which we're in right now, and it started here because the Parkendale was 100 years old, and I think that's something to celebrate. And it's kind of the heart of Torquay. Everybody knows the Parkendale. Everyone's come here to see different performances and pictures and things. And I think that it's an integral part of who we are, is that we're based in this lovely building.
Well, the area has such a good community spirit anyway. I feel like the Rhondda People would really sort of merge opinion and bring people together and allow people to access their local area in a way that they never could before, really, because hopefully everyone will know exactly what's going on, when, where, who's involved, what's interesting, what's at risk. And I think that's a really good way of bringing the community together again, because we do get a lot of bad press and it is a fantastic area, and I think we should celebrate that.
We wanted a friendly, welcoming tone of voice because the Rhondda Valley is such a close-knit community and everybody knows everybody. So we wanted to make like a digital parallel of the Rhondda online. In general, I think the stories we want to cover is about local events, local issues. We're back in a local campaign about the new council cuts because that's something that's affecting a lot of people and that people are going to feel in the Rhondda Valleys. So that's one of our main focuses, but there's other things like the local rugby scores, the local petrol prices, local weather. It's just somewhere you can go that's got everything that you need to know about the Rhondda Valleys and about Rhondda People.
My role in the team of Rhondda People is to be video editor, so I will be processing the videos and things that local people send in about the events they may be filming. It could be football matches or plays or anything they go to, and I'll be kind of also creating content for the site on a video basis.
When there's a group of you, there's more opportunities and you can spread out the workload, so you can do more stories and more things for the hyperlocal website. But then again, when there's a group of you, I think it is quite difficult to organise everything, especially because everyone's leading their own lives and it is voluntary, and it's difficult to make sure everyone's involved and doing their bit and spreading it out. But I think it is beneficial to have a group of people, especially from different walks of life and from different areas of the community as well.
Well, so far I've been involved in the initial setup of the project and I'm a contributor. So I've written a few articles, I've been involved in the branding, the marketing side, the design of the website, and it hasn't been a big ask on my day-to-day life. It's been very enjoyable, a refreshing process, because once you're in a career, I've been teaching for 4 years, sometimes the day-to-day life can get a bit monotonous. It's a really nice chance to be creative again and to get involved and be articulate once a week.
Digital journalism is the future of journalism, and I think if we want to reach a big audience, I think that's our way of doing it. For the moment, we've chosen to do a website and the Twitter feed to correspond, because I think social media is such an integral part of digital journalism today that we have to incorporate that. With the digital platform, you can reach so many people at the same time, even people that's not in the Rhondda, people from all walks of life.
Even if you're not necessarily too keen on writing things, there's still a role in hyperlocal for you, because you can kind of contribute things on a more admin basis or doing video and stuff.
Well, I think that it's successful now, just seeing everybody turn up every week and everyone's so enthusiastic about setting it up and what stories we're going to cover, and everyone's got their own area, and seeing the interest we had on one of our launch nights, how many people actually came and how many people are enthusiastic and excited about setting this up. I think that's success in itself. But I think in the future for Rhondda People, we would like to set a print version up. My advice would be to just do it, because if you didn't have people like us and our volunteers who were going to do it, then local newspaper is going to die out, and we want to have anyway that people can go to talk to each other and communicate, because that's the main form of communication these days, is digital platforms. And I think that people should just dive in at the deep end and just do it.